Here we go, the Doc Knows Music, the show, we back.
Show music, I
It's
love
the
it.
DOC, and it's Mia Bell, the co-host in the house. Here we go. Yeah, you hear that music right there? That is producer spotlight song with a kid. I don't know if he's a kid, a guy. He looked young as hell. His name is Finn, and he got this song called Sweet Potato. So I want to bring in Finn. Finn, come on in.
Come on, Finn. Welcome to the show. Our producer spotlight.
Yeah, we got him in the producer spotlight.
It's an honor to be here.
We're gonna start it off. This is episode 2, Finn. So you made it. You made the cut. You made the spotlight.
Thank you for having me. I'm honored.
So where you from, man?
I'm from Los Angeles. I'm in town, and I submitted my song, and I'm so happy to be picked, man.
Wow! And then he got a song called "Sweet Potato." That's like hilarious because it's like.
So the name of that comes from the sample is actually it's a Japanese food truck that they go around in the winter selling warm sweet potatoes.
No way.
In the cold. So it's like an inversion of like the ice cream truck in the summer when it's hot. They have these warm sweet potatoes that they go around selling, and the truck plays this little jingle. And so we sampled it and we turned it into that beat you heard right there.
Wow.
Wow, that's like some anthropologist crap. Like I went over there, I found these dinosaur bones. I went and used them as drums. I mean, I'm being funny about it, but that is amazing, man.
Always looking for new places to find samples and inspiration, trying to find creative ways to get beats.
Absolutely. I think that's like, to me, that's amazing. Like where you find your inspiration, you'd be surprised. Like, you inside of some sample you hear, something you might hear on TV or some episode you're watching triggers you as a creative to do something. So I think that's an amazing gift. I mean, a lot of people don't have that gift, so I'm always talking about that with indies. Like cherish that gift, man. Like bring out the best in you. And that's how you made it as a spotlight producer, because you showed your gift, and then you come in and talk about how that track was created, and now it's showing how you created that track. So kudos to you, man.
Thanks, man.
That's what. So like, what got you into the music business? Like as an indie, where did you start as a producer?
I started trying to make bad EDM music and trying to make house music, and then just figured out what I liked and worked on curating my own tastes and figuring out what I really liked first. And then got into the engineering and the production side, and really just got obsessed with Ableton and getting good at producing and making things sound good. So what came after is tracks like that comes from years of just kind of refining and figuring out what I like to make and what genres to blend together. Because that's kind of like a Tame Impala kind of rock instrumental, but I do a lot of other things too, and that's what years of experience comes with, is kind of blending those things together. You hear kind of a little bit of hip hop inspiration, a little bit of synths in there, and
Right, I definitely at least I don't know, Mia Bell. That's what I heard. I heard a lot of inspiration more so to beat. But don't get me wrong. What DAWs are you using? You using Pro Tools? What are you using?
Using Pro Tools, Ableton, and Logic, but mainly Ableton for stuff like this, for beat making.
Right. Okay. I've seen a lot of people convert over from Logic Pro or Logic, let's just say, but to Ableton. That's is that the new thing for the younger generation?
What's easiest to use?
Well, anything you use can get you there. I think it's just about knowing your software the best, and I think people like to say their DAW is the best because they have most experience with it. But I think really, whether it comes to Ableton, Logic, whatever you're just really good at, I think you can make anything happen. Pro Tools is a little harder to make beats in. That's mainly for recording and engineering. But Ableton and Logic the same,
Wow,
you gotta know all of the outlets, all right?
Okay, yeah.
It's better than everything.
Yeah, you're right. I've seen a lot of people. Well, now the younger people call it FL, but Fruity Loops was around for years.
Yeah.
Now they sophisticated. Yeah, I use FL. I'm like, yo, that's Fruity Loops. Like, what you talking about?
They
got all
love
their
to
presets and everything.
everything.
Yeah, but it's like, I don't think anything's wrong with that. There's programs that have been around for a long time.
Right.
And I think it's amazing that how the younger generation could keep that going. I'm not in the generation of Mia Bells and the Finns over here. I come from the Flintstone years. But what we used to,
Boomer, millennial, Gen Z.
Gen Z.
You are a Gen Z. Am I reaching with Boomer?
Yeah, no, I don't think so. I think the year that I was born, I think that was when Malcolm X got assassinated, and
Hey,
I mean, I was in some legendary
Let's just
year
say
I was
that.
born. I mean, there's a legendary guy.
Exactly.
And being that it's Black History Month, shout out to MLK too.
Come on with
he
it.
He did some amazing. Those
MLK.
guys, they made some amazing sacrifices for us to get this point to be doing this live,
Yeah,
this
no,
live
you're right.
stream, and really thank you, kudos to them to getting us to this point, and kudos to the fact of how, even and this is not, we don't get into racial politics, but this is even great. Having look who's winning the producer spotlight. That is not just where it's not about black or white. It's about talent.
Absolutely.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And when we heard the song, we're like, wow, Sweet Potato. I'm expecting a guy named Finn. Okay, what am I doing? Gilligan's Island? What's going on? And then you walk through the door and it's like, okay, let's go.
Yes,
that worked. You got to feel it. And then you break down Japanese to, you know what I mean? How the sample is and this and that and what you use. And really, that's what it's about.
Music is universal, it's all inclusive. And of course, we want to know how you're able to get featured on a platform like this, Doc Knows Music. So for the indie artists watching, tell us exactly what you did to submit for you to be right here.
I went to the website, docknowsmusic.com, and I submitted my song, and I'm just blessed to be picked. And thank you guys for having me. Everyone submit your own music to be on the show.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
So thank you. I'm going to... his exit music, we're going to play Carved. It's another song he did.
It's a new beat.
And it's a new beat. I thought it was cool. We were fighting over here, me and Mel. Which one we going to play? We don't know. And then the show was like, we got Anthony in the background going like, yo, we going live. 3, 2, 1. What we going to do? And I was like, sweet potato, because I like sweet potatoes.
Them Japanese sweet potatoes.
So... yeah,
This one's a little more electronic, maybe for a K-pop song soon.
We appreciate it.
Thank you guys.
Man.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming through, man. You can turn that up. That's Carved. Let's hear it a little bit. But thank you, brother. Yeah, let's give it up for Finn.
Thanks,
Yes. Okay, he ain't playing. He got something.
This is great show music, Doc.
I'm telling you, this guy, he got me a little something. Yeah, we can curve that up. Wow.
Ooh.
Yeah, that Finn guy right there is amazing. But back to the episode 2. We got special guests tonight. This is what's lined up. We got Success.
Okay, which one of your friends are coming? You break it down,
my
because you know a lot of
my
important
God.
people,
Yeah.
and you just
So does
bypass
she.
it. No. This
Radio
is Doc
lady.
Knows Music.
Radio.
You bypass
BET.
it like these are just regular folks walking down the street.
I mean,
I need you to elaborate.
I mean, years of experience, but running into some of these people was just built off of relationships.
Right.
People I ran into. I remember Success. He was at another label at
Okay.
one point, and I don't want to mention the name so he don't get me. But now he's with a company called Records at Sony.
Yeah.
And he's doing his thing over there. And he's responsible for a lot of the acts that got signed over at the label prior. And, he's now at Sony, so I don't want to throw those names out there. But he's like an amazing guy. We got him tonight. We got Dr. Charlene Thomas from Def Jam, Global Marketing VP, Senior VP of the Global Marketing staff of Def Jam.
Wow.
Oh my God. I mean, she's responsible for the creative vision for Kanye West, LL Cool J, 2 Chainz. I mean, I'm just naming a few, man. I mean, she is responsible for so many others, and she's going to be here tonight. And that is amazing. Then we have we spoke about this in episode 1. We have we're going to play the all girls segment with, Mia Bell. She's going to be hosting that and really bringing that together. Ladies only. We're going to be running your tracks, and Mia Bell and maybe Charlene going to listen to Dr. Charlene. Let me get that right. Is going to be listening. You know, because she got a PhD, she got a doctor's in what she do.
Oh, yeah, we
and
can't
I gotta
leave that out.
respect that. Like,
Absolutely.
you know, I can't be calling her Miss Charlene. Like, no, I'm Doctor. So having her on board tonight, you know, we had some special guests, and I think that's amazing. I think what we're doing is going to be, you know, we're going to continue to build and continue to bring people in, but off the rip, I like to make sure I get this guy in. I want to definitely get him in. Success.
Okay.
I'm talking about it, and
we're gonna play some music. For him?
Well, I'm thinking of running some music. I don't know if I want to have Success walk in and do it and you know feel it out with us, but I think it might be amazing. Yeah, we run something, right? So, excuse me, I'm a little under the weather. I know you guys know about the snowstorm we had, but let me bring in my man Success. Success has arrived, yo.
Have a seat, Success. What up?
Excuse me. What up? Success is in the building, man. I mean, that is amazing. I just love it.
Put your headphones on.
Yeah, put your headphones on, man. We got Success in the building. I mean, that is amazing. I was introducing you just like seconds ago on some of the things you've done. I didn't want to mention labels you were at prior, you know, but I was mentioning where you at now, you know. And, you know, one of my questions, you know, and I'm sure the indies out there, I mean, like, I would love for you to, like, take us a little bit down, like, how you got into the music industry, you know, because there's different segments, right? Some people were DJs, artists, and you know, everybody had their own journey. So I said, wow, let me ask you that question, and then you can break down like exactly what you do. But yeah,
that's a good question. So the short version is, I'm originally from Chicago.
Okay.
I went to college in Florida, FAMU.
Wow.
I was an artist. I was a rapper back in college days.
What was your rap name?
It was Success.
Wow. Okay.
So that's why I kept that. That's not my government name. That was my rap name.
Wow.
So when I moved to New York in like 2002, another friend of mine who was also from Chicago by the name of Kanye West had also moved to New York.
Just another friend, you know.
Just a homie.
Right.
So at that time, he was grinding and I was grinding and we was running around the city. This is before Instagram and all that. So we just like running around doing meetings. He's shopping beats and trying to get people to take him more serious as a rapper and not just a producer.
Right.
I think at the time he had did a couple Jay-Z beats like H to the Izzo and some of that kind of stuff.
The biggest joints.
Exactly. And so I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do. I was no longer an artist, but I was like, you know, because I knew other producers from Chicago, I kind of took the route of managing producers and songwriters. So fast forward, management, producers, songwriters, then I signed a couple artists, and that would eventually lead me to Craig Kalman, the chairman of Atlantic, called me in the office one day and was like, yo, all of my A&Rs in this room have been playing music that you gave them. So I need you to come and be a part of my team.
Wow.
So long story, I did 14 years at Atlantic, and now I just got to Sony. So that's the shortest version of how I got here.
Wow. That I told
Real
you everybody
success.
got a journey of success, and his name is Success with a journey to success.
Exactly.
So I think that's like, to me, I think that's, first of all, that's super amazing, and I love to hear these type of stories. Even like, I don't know, like if you grew up in the hard part, the south side of Chicago,
Definitely
or the parts,
south side.
there you go,
Super humble beginnings.
super humble beginnings.
Single parent, one bedroom, all that.
Wow.
So definitely came a long way, but you know, it was a long journey. I just gave you the short version, but yeah, it was a lot of grinding, a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of not making no money, and trying to figure out, do I need to pivot? Because what am I doing? What am I wasting my time?
Especially with a kid.
Exactly. I had 2 kids. Exactly.
Wow.
So I had a 9 to 5. I lived in Westchester. So get up in the morning, go to my 9 to 5, come home, do the daddy, put the kids to sleep, then come from Westchester to Manhattan to run around the city with Kanye and hit studios and grind it out till 5 in the morning, then drive back up to Westchester, go to sleep and do it all over again.
You did the work.
Grinding.
Did the work.
Grinding for years with no placements, because I was selling beats, but them beats once I get a commission, I'm getting like $500 off of a beat that costs $5,000. So,
Right.
But yeah, when I do the speaking things, I tell people, just grind it out. But you got to really be built for it, because if you're not, you'll have some real life changes.
No, absolutely.
Decisions.
And and I say to some people too, like, there's the work, right? But then you got to have that it factor. Like a lot of people that I've seen or come across music, a lot of submittals that we receive, because we're like a show about the indies. We pro indie, like as far as hearing songs and really like judging them without it, not in a dissing way, more like listening to their songs and educating them on why that didn't work, or the cadence of that, or your wordplay or something like that. So that's what makes it great. Like we're a show that really is dedicated to educating the indie and moving them forward. Right. So when people see like someone, a guest like you, a special guest like you on the show talking about, I went through that journey. I was in the South Side of Chicago. I did. I had 2 kids. I've been through the mill. I was running around with K West, and we were trying to get things going. And I had tracks, and it looked like it was going to pop, and then it slowed down. And the kids are looking at me like, "What we eating tonight?" So those are real stories. Like, people need to hear that out there. And I wanted to share with you, as we keep moving along, the leaderboard. We do this leaderboard. We give back to the indies. It's a Hot 10 leaderboard, and the Hot 10 is who we decide to be on the leaderboard. And we play a few indie songs. Not a few. I'd play as many as we can. Me and Mia Bell. But for you, just a few, and love to hear what was submitted out there that was submitted to us. We have, tens of thousands of submittals. It's crazy how many submittals I got in, but we try to go with what's best. We have a bunch of people that listen to the songs and A&R that through. Okay. So it goes through a process, before it gets to me and before me and Bell.
And they're actually really good. There's a lot of great talent out there that I'm so surprised and impressed by. But I do want to know, for you, what is that it factor that you seek when you're dealing with artists or discovering new people, or even in the past with the biggest artists that you have discovered? What is that it factor that you hear in the music, that you see in them as a star, and all of it?
That's a good question. I feel like I've been in it long enough to have watched the change happen, right? When I first became an A&R, it was about having the look, right, and the factor, and the the star quality and all of that, right? And there's still a level of star quality, but I just feel like now with like streaming and the different platforms, I think it's now more about the music, because there are people that you may not think fit the old look, but the music is incredible. Right. And streaming allows them to go directly to consumers. So their fans can go right to Spotify or Apple and listen to them. And it doesn't matter what they look like. If they look like, like back in the day, Chris Brown would come in the room and do all these dances, and we'd be like, sign him on the spot. That doesn't happen anymore. We're not doing showcases in the office now. Now artists can go right and put their music right out, and it can catch some momentum
and build a community,
and build a fan base, and sell out shows, and it puts executives in a place where it's like, I'm trying to find the perfect artist, but this person right here is already building a community and fans. And so, like I said, it doesn't matter what they look like now, because whatever they look like, their fans have accepted that, and they're already building that community. And those fans are becoming super fans. And so the it factor to me is it's just the music and the person that's building with their fans. Because maybe they have a hit record that I don't think is a hit sonically, but their fans love it. And so, again, it's my job just to be like, okay, there's something happening with this artist. The music may not be necessarily, I may not be the demographic for that music, but it's my job to understand why fans are tapping into it and give that artist what it needs to keep building, because I've seen that happen over and over again.
Yeah, you got to move on with the times too.
Yeah.
No, that makes all the sense in the world. That's why I'm happy. Like, we did this Hot 10 leaderboard. It gets and the Hot 10 leaderboard only there's only a hot 10 on there. Can't be more than that. And a winner gets $250. And we, me and Bell and us, we also have our honorable mention pick that we made from our standpoint. So the hosts make a pick too, and they win something. So we're kind of big on that. But I would love to play some, a song, a couple of songs, and like a verse and a chorus. Okay. Tell me what your thoughts are. Yeah. This is a song called Pain by Straight Cash. Okay. And, let's run it. Let's see what we got.
Move like water like Bruce Lee. Keep a bad bitch on 2 knees. Shoot the whole Glock till it's empty. Say you won't die, don't care. Little niggas screaming out gang. I keep a block in the range. I am insane and deranged. All I be talking in pain. All I be whipping the cane. Walking my shoe for a day. I wanna see how you deal with the hate. I wanna see how you break down a cake. Ice in my veins, blood in my chain. I never change. Ballin' on hold. COD 10, put 50 on hold. Blowing out loud, getting high, seen low. You been talking like gangsters, but we know you told. Let my chain on huggy and my wrist on froze. Put that 40 out, you pussy niggas gon' pull. Blowing out loud, high, sitting real low. You been talking like a gangster, but we know you told. Nobody told me a Chico was blessed. I was just 15 when my old boy left. I be walking in circles, I be staring at the wall.
That's Straight Cash.
Okay.
Yo, that's
he got a little something Pain.
I like that.
Yeah, he got a little feel. You know what? I like his little twang. Yeah, his little twang on it. Yeah. He, I like some songs. I don't know. I'm getting into some songs that where people, could put their phone down. You know what I mean? Because we miss that. Where you gonna do a little 2-step, even if you can't dance. Yeah. But if everybody, you go someplace, no matter where you hanging out at, if you listening to music, even clubs are damn near dead. Right. You know what I mean? Yep. If it ain't a lounge area, but you want to people put their phone down. Only reason you should have it up is you doing Shazam or Hound Dog or something. Exactly. Right. Yep. So that's what I'm big on, music like that. So I'm happy with that on. Honorable mention for the leaderboard. I'm not too mad at that as a start. Right. But we'll see what happens as it goes.
I think he has a really good flow. Okay. I would love to hear more.
For sure.
I think the production needs to be a little stronger. Yeah. I'm not going to say leaderboard yet.
No, okay.
I want to hear what else we got.
No, I got you. I'm just going to keep running some stuff. I got On Like That by Jason Infinity. Let's run that. Let's see what we got. Here we go.
Canine to sharpen, who's asking for my position? Who asked for this opposition? Too bad for the competition. Right. I'm caught up at the finish, lose banter with proper English. Who's bastard enough to swing this? They can't defraud like me. They can't balance on the beam to walk it out and pull it off like me. They either give it up or die mad slow or go delirious. I turn tables, flip chessboards and start the game over. And say it's game over. Fuck, it's a layover. Might just catch an Uber and order another Range Rover. Backseat love, I took a trip from home. I travel light. If I'm lazy, I'll leave the whip at home. You know it's on like that. I lie it on right back, thinking how they do me wrong like that. Why you deal with it so long like that? How you figure out how to pick up the pieces just to put it in a song like that? I guess that accidents happen. Instead of carving my skin, I put that to rapping. Instead of fist fights, I make sure that I got it mixed right, and that it happened this night. But let me finish up before I fuck around and miss this flight.
Okay, On Like That.
Real talk.
Okay.
On Like That.
That was clean.
He's a little clean with it. He has some bars.
It was definitely some bars.
He had some bars.
It felt okay. It gave me boom bap hip hop vibes. You know what I'm saying? Lyricism and boom bap beats and backpack rap. You know what I'm saying?
Rap. Yeah, I did have a little bit of that. How'd you feel about that, Mia Bell? You're like, well.
Okay, so
don't you say leaderboard, dog. You did not say leaderboard, I swear.
Good. I like the beat a lot. Yeah. And I do get that boom bap feel. I think that needs to be practiced a little more.
Okay.
Just to hear that energy. Okay. I thought it was a little kind of soft boom bap,
Okay, yeah.
But I would like to hear him really get into how we get into the boom bap.
So you got to boom bap that, bro.
Boom bap it a little more.
She ain't talking about leaderboard, but listen.
But it sounds really good. I think both of those records were a great start. They're doing good work. It's palatable. I like it.
I like that. She likes it. Mm-hmm. It's important women like your stuff. I'm telling you right now, because the boom bap is gonna be us guys with book bags on, going, "Yo, son." Exactly. It ain't gonna be none of the chicks. So I got another one. 100K. JJ Sam. Let's go straight to it. JJ Sam.
100 grand, run it up. I'ma need to bag full of bands, it's about 100 grand. What I gotta do to put a band in my hand? Gotta scan with a plan, gotta stand for your man. Look around, always wanna run it up. I ain't never had enough, so I gotta go and make it jump. My mom did a lot, put the food in the pot, had a broom and a mop, doing everything above. What I gotta do, what I gotta say, who I gotta rob, tell me what's red. I just want the cash in my hands in the I don't wanna squeeze, drop to your knees, want the bread with the cheese, I just want you to freeze. Really isn't me, I just hope you can see I'm in need of the green. I've been steaming a week, run it, so just run it. I don't wanna beg, put the two to your head, so instead better do what I said. I'ma need all the bread. Better move fast, while blast and a dash in the street full of cash, and I probably even laugh. Hopping in the whip, I'ma dip, I'ma zip, I'ma flip, I'ma trip when I press the gas. Wait on it, so just wait on it.
100K. JJ Sam, 100K.
How you feel about that? Success?
I like that one too. I like his cadence. I like the bars. Voice was clean. It was memorable. The melody is memorable still. I always judge by after the song goes off if the cadence or the melody is memorable, and it is. I can still remember it. So
okay,
it's pretty solid.
So let's go into Slime Talk. We're gonna keep it going. Slime Talk, Standard and Goldie.
With me and Lil Slime had some more time. I really mix Trisha with the pie. With me and my bitch ain't fighters, man. They ain't shooters, but they gon' hype it up. Ran down on the bit, then piped her up. Wish you was here for me to ice you up. Wish you could just see me how I see you, but you can't. I wish I could just leave you, but I need you. This shit wasn't part of the plan. I make sure that while you living, you don't have to move a hand. Yeah, I had to get the pants. Then what happened to your mans? Brought them, turn them to a string. Don't pop that shit on Instagram. We can stay up all night and smoke. We can talk about each other's dreams and hopes. Babe, I need you close. Beside my fam, only thing that keep me going. Only thing keep me sane, only thing keep me right. I be in the streets all day, I be in the streets all night. I was thinking we was getting close, I was getting used to that life. I don't even like nobody, get the fuck down.
Well, crickets? Is that the? Do I hear the crickets?
I hear the lane for it, for sure. I hear a lane for it. Was that crickets? Is that really crickets? It is.
I heard some crickets.
Oh man, yeah. I mean, like, what happened for me was like he had stops in the song, and I get the part of breathing, leaving some room of breathing in the song, but he just stopped. Like he was abruptly like, I'm singing and I'm smoking something and I'm singing.
Right.
It wasn't like, and he wasn't directly in the mic. Like, work on that craft, like that's what I saw with it. Like that's why joking around with the crickets, but also like,
it sounds new, like it's his first time, maybe, or just the early stages of it all. Right. And when you get in that booth, especially, how it is. You know how expensive it is to be in a top-notch studio. Right. You got to really come in with that energy.
Don't. I say for people, it's funny you say that, Mia Bell, because I tell people success, like you come in here, don't come in here throwing your money out the window.
Yeah,
because you better off throwing the money out the window to come in here and cut something, because you talking about the mics are expensive, the equipment is expensive, and you come in here and you just laying anything with 20 friends in a room.
Exactly.
And that's not where we at. Like
right.
you gotta give something and make something happen. So
now we heard some hip hop joints, but I do want you to know, success, that Doc Knows Music features all genres. Like we've heard them all: pop, K-pop, country.
Yeah, we mix it up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Alternative.
I wanted, this week is funny because I wish he was here last week, because we mixed it up. But this week, I got a lot of comments in like, "Yo, where's the hip hop?" And it was like, all right, let me give y'all something and see where it's supposed to. And it was like, where's the guys? Because last week the girls,
there's a lot of girls,
a lot of R&B artists too.
The girls killed it last week,
every time,
and it was
good
every
quality R&B too.
Oh my God!
That's what I'm on the hunt for. I ain't gonna lie. I'm on the hunt for some incredible R&B.
Indie R&Bs I played was like through the roof.
Okay,
yeah.
I gotta go watch some reruns.
Yeah, no, you definitely. I'm gonna play Back Again with Courtesy. Courtesy back again.
Courtesy back again. Her bestie mad and back in the picture, fucking a friend again. Ain't no telling her letting me go, cause nobody do it like him. And my dick bigger than average, plus I've been in the gym. What? Cause they talking about, Caught it with a viral on YouTube, got me a plaque, my money started to change. Got rid of my old jewelry, got me some bigger chains. Diamonds flooded the pinky ring. Life is good, can't complain. Eve, I'm hitting the road with Scott. city to city, you're boarding a plane. My garments doing the salsa. Dancing like it's bachata. I got a YN that'll slide in. Who got a fetish for busting up choppers? They got it out for the kid, don't know who it is, or gotta move proper. So I went and got a new stick in case they wanna play like a piñata. And RIP to one of my plugs, he just recently passed away. They gotta have me another connect, I had to re-up like right away. I gotta make a down payment on a new chain, and I'm getting made today. And they been wanting to cut me a check, but I'd rather do it the
other way, courtesy.
Okay.
I'm gonna take it a little more R&B this time. Courtesy, that wasn't a bad thing. I wasn't with the whole, the beginning. The start was a little X-rated. Let me take it there.
Too much for
yeah,
you?
He was just straight to let's get it, and it was like, hold on one second. But then he smoothed it out. I believe he kind of worked it out. But 4 a.m. Wise to Live, 4 a.m. Let's see what he's doing.
You don't know a thing that I'm dealing with. I take the drugs so the pain don't reveal it.
A little melody now.
You know when you don't know. I want the love, but it's hard when you don't know who to trust. Maybe I'm paranoid. Hard to keep going when you don't know what's next. But you keep going cause you don't wanna upset yourself. But now it's 4 in the morning. 4 in the morning. 4 in the morning. Yeah, 4 in the morning. 4 in the morning. 4 in the morning. Yeah. I am the one to blame. Working hard cause I'm trying to escape. Search for freedom in so many ways. I can't complain cause it's part of the game, yeah. I walk through the back streets, look through the madness. I gotta grasp it, I gotta have it. Life's like a magnet, you're so attractive. She got a side that hides in her accent. I gotta actually think about my actions before I get attached, and I have to detach it. Onto the moon like a mink got bastards. Got a lot of things on my mental at the same time.
Same time. Whoa. Okay. Mm-hmm. Wise to Live. I'm not mad at that.
I wasn't mad at that. It gave me Tory Lanez when he get on his R&B bag. That was the vibe it put me in. Gave me when Tory gets on his melodic R&B bag.
Yeah. I hear that.
Yeah, it gave me. Here's another kid. I think he's out the Bronx. Ty Phil. All right, this ain't Ty Phil. This is Omar JG.
Okay.
So Omar JG, I was getting ready to put on Ty Phil, but Omar JG when the producer was here fixing it. So let's get into it. Body to body, Omar JG, and we'll run you Ty Phil, but we got to get this going. We had a technical difficulty.
Okay.
Here we go.
Body to body, I can hear your heart beating. I'm pressure, you pressure. Our energy changing the room. Temperature, Crown Royal and Cigarello. Got us singing a cappella. Running around the house like Cinderella. The candlelight shining off of melanin. Baby, you pressure with a heartfelt temperature. Body to body. Go to sleep and wake up still knee deep in. Body to body, I just hit my second win and we on round 10. Go to sleep and wake up and do it again. Baby, you pressure with a heartfelt temperature. I can hear your heart beating. Go to sleep and wake up still knee deep in it. This is a special occasion, a night to remember. Physical and mental, let's we lay on.
This is when I say leaderboard, okay? Alright.
You pressure, I'm pressure, body to body. I can hear your heart beating.
Wow, Omar.
I like it.
JG, body to body. Leaderboard?
Oh, that's incredible, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I need his contact info.
Oh,
That's what I'm talking about. The leaderboard for me gotta be songs I listen to. Yeah.
Slide me his socials.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah,
I
that
mean,
was
Stream that.
That
I
was
like
incredible.
it.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we do at the show. You know this.
Omar who? G.
Omar JG. We got a general
Shouts
manager
to
named
you.
JG here. So it wasn't my JG. It was Omar JG. So if you call JG here, you're going to have to book time.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm going to get to that Ty Phil. I'm sorry, Ty Phil. We cut you out. This better be good because
Leaderboard.
somebody made the leaderboard already. So Omar JG, G is on the leaderboard. Here we go with Tell Me, Ty Phil.
How I ride. Hit my celly when I'm doing after 10 o'clock. If you nigga make me fucking at me, now we lock. I'm tryna be a bit and acting stupid and I'm not. Always make you get off when you sober, not that Zaza. I fuck you good, I fuck you right. You hit my phone, you know it better when I'm getting into all I had, so get it on my sweater. Started with a crush, I wasn't careful, not no blood. She put her head up, get to where slapping, mopping, no need to get direction. She know what she doing. If I touch her head, then I'ma fuck her, what she doing? She a demon, I have to turn her valet, what we doing? I'm tryna get you on my body, riding me, I'm tryna see you take it off, I'm like a phenom. I do anything to please you, back to back, you know I need to set you right, you know I mean it, I'm a phenom. Baby, tell me what you need.
No, I don't think it was bad. I don't think it was bad. It just didn't take me. For me,
I agree.
For me,
Yeah, it was,
for me, it was
solid.
It was solid. You know, it's kind of hard to follow up with body to body. You like body to body, and then you know that's why you always got to come correct. You send something in, and you in that playlist. Yeah, it's time to show out. You know, send your best track in. Like feel, because I felt like even in the Ty Phil, there's some things. I think you're talented, brother, but there's the sound, you know, the audio of it is not like
the mix wasn't
the mix. Yeah, if it was mixed, it didn't like it was very thin. You know, you got a lot of these indies sending stuff in with, you know, a body of work, and you got to bring it. You know, and that's a great example of a decent artist that I've heard a couple of tracks on that really, you know. That track didn't bring it across, especially on a show, right? So you always got to show up, you know what I mean? But I mean, let's keep it going. Jay Safari, Radar, you know, let's see what he got. Oh, wait.
Let's just get away from here. There's so much on my plate.
Jay Safari.
But when it comes to you, it's not a problem, I guess. On my radar, don't fly under my radar. I got another day job to take you on a trip, but now you're tripping, you're ungrateful. I tried, but you're ungrateful. You love me like it's payback, but then you take the pain back. We argue on a regular. We make up on a regular. We argue on a regular. We make up on a regular. Should we take a break?
Not bad. I like that
beat.
I like that. He had the little swing. I love the bass line was doing this little bam,
Had us dancing.
Yeah, and he got his little feel. I felt I didn't think that the hook was bad. I think like somewhere in the pre-chorus, it didn't identify for me, just on the pre-chorus. You know, but everything else was like kind of decent. You know what I mean? And I felt like here's I played this last week because I know we had you was eating your time over here. There's this white kid. I think Antha Panther follows. You know, the one, the young talented lady that's down with A$AP Ferg. Yeah. She. I seen her following him, and I was like, wow. And he subscribed, and I was like, his name is Billy Venner. And he had this song called Candy Pain, but it was different. And I seen knowing Antha Panther following, I like she definitely like listening to different type of genres of music, and I thought it was kind of cool. But let's run them up. Let's check it out.
Then I get it, I'm just a friend. For the love in this world, yeah, landed on you. And there's no way that you could pretend, alright. And if I'm crying, babe, it's cause I'm dying inside. And there is not a thing that you can do about it.
No.
So if I'm crying, babe, you just ignore my eyes. There is no amount of loving that you owe. No amount of loving that you owe. You can never understand why I'm trying to be a man. Just you and candy paint, kind of stuff that keeps me sane. You can never understand why I'm trying to be
Candy Pain.
I'm into it.
I'm not mad at that. He had a little feel. That kid had a little feel, and I, you know, when it was submitted, I thought it was kind of like just something different, you know. And I'm like big on that. Like, oh my God, I know he's leaving, and I wanted to save this as the last song for the guys before I get into the girls tonight because we got the female run. Mm-hmm. But I'm not saving it for the last song. I gotta let him hear this because he might like. I need. You both of y'all might be like, we need that contact. I'm gonna play it.
Blow
it's called
away.
Like last song, I Feel Away. But here we go.
Why you do that? It's just a liquor, babe. It could be anything. You make me feel away. I feel like crashing out. I'm in my feelings, babe. You was my Cartier. You was my diamond, babe. Why you not over him? Ain't think I noticed. She feel alone again. She going slow again. Till she feel whole again. The walls is closing in. She down this road again. You make me feel away. I caught you crying in them tears. I wiped your tears away. You got me sitting in this club, girl, I got bills to pay. Girl, I'm not over you, but I'm so over this. Don't know what closure is. Don't know what sober is. Don't know. You make me feel away. I don't like your responses. You love me, but you caught up in your conscience. I hate it when it's surface conversation. Fucking you ain't feel like no relation. You fucking me for reconciliation. I can't trust your intentions, no. Let me ask you a question, no. Can you lie to me? Can you lie to me? How many times do you lie to me? You make me feel away.
Yeah,
Fire.
that is fire to me.
Love that. Love that.
That was a little secret song I was holding in the back.
Is that two? That's a duet. That's two artists on there.
A male and a female, right? A male and a female. Yeah.
Yeah, that's incredible.
And it's kind of hot. I when I heard it, I was like, okay. It's like a little feel, but we're going to post that on the board. But I didn't even want to tell a name on it because I was like, maybe Success is going to be like, talk to me after the show.
Yeah.
I'm already on that.
There you go, that little feel. And that's what indies do. So, you know, shout out to that indie. That is an incredible song. But anyway, I want to thank you for listening. I said 2 or 3 songs, and I played 11.
Look, I'm impressed. What was the one before that too? What was the name of
Body
that?
to Body.
No. It was the one right before this one.
Right before
The one you
this.
say Antha Panther was following.
Oh, the kid Billy Venner.
Oh, Billy Venner.
Yeah,
that was
Billy
fire
Venner.
too. I ain't lying.
Yeah. Oh, you like
I was
Billy?
into that one too.
Yeah, Billy Venner is like making some moves, and Candy Pain.
Okay.
Candy Pain.
Billy
Yeah,
Venner.
so it's making some moves. So I was impressed with it because I'm like, I love when they coming out the box. A little white guy doing his thing on the street. I seen him walking. I'm like, all right, you got a little vibe, bro. You underneath the L, you know.
Oh, he was on the street?
Like on the
outside?
street on the L walking. He's singing. I'm like, all right, you got your little thing. You in the crime-ridden area.
Yeah.
Crime-ridden area.
He risking his life for
Risk
that
his
music.
life. He goes, yo, we got to shoot this quick, and then we got to get back on the express upstairs. You know what? I'm not mad at that because you know we said you talk about the South Side of Chicago and talk about where you grew up. So it's funny because we laugh about it, but it's real stories.
Really, real
so
stories.
to be cutting music in different areas, even in 2026, it get a little, like depends on where you at. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nothing's changed but the year.
That's it.
Doesn't mean it's still not a problem where you at.
Exactly.
But I want to thank you for having you, man. I mean, gracing us with your presence for the show, man.
Oh man, thank you for
and
having
coming
me.
through. We definitely got to give you some Dark News music, hat, shirt.
Yeah.
We got to give you some stuff. You pick a color out there. We gonna make it rock. And thank you, man. Thank you for
Thank you for having me.
Success. Yes. Success. A lot going on.
Great vibes too. I like how the music was great.
Oh, thank you, bro.
You don't get the level of quality.
Right.
This was really good
No.
ratio of good and really quality music.
Thank you, man. Yeah, and it was funny because I played you mostly the guys, because I know we had the girls segment with Mia Bell, so I was like trying to do that, and say, let's see if you see something in there that, and you see how you indies out there, how success like something and want to talk to you.
Yeah.
And that's amazing, because that means you are doing something right. And again, to you indies that we played a song tonight and it it didn't come through. Let's just say it didn't cut through for A&R, for Mia Bell, or for me even, that's okay. That's the point of keep submitting, because that next track you may have is like through the roof.
Yep.
A phone call coming from,
Success, right.
yeah, like Success or one of these music execs we have, and it gives you an opportunity to, be featured or Success, and I'm not saying nothing wrong. He might have something that he want to just feature you on a hook or something.
I mean, you never know.
You never know. So you can.
That's happened before,
right? Or it might be a sync licensing deal or he want to throw you in a movie and a score or soundtrack that he felt that it worked for a movie. So it doesn't stop at Spotify. It doesn't stop at SoundCloud.
Exactly.
The A&R sometimes can take it to places that you can't reach. And, people like ourselves are always looking for that. And that's the reason for these people being on the show is not, they're not here to express their accolades. They're here to try to help you too. And they have accolades. They went through a journey, and you heard his journey today. So thank you again, brother, for having you, brother.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Let me know. I'll stop by anytime.
We
want to hear some more.
No, we definitely, we got to get him in when we doing some of the hard pop stuff, because that hard pop stuff is gonna have you bugging out like, yo, Doc, what are y'all doing over there? Mia Bell, you started this. It's like crazy. This pop stuff we get on the show is like, it's nothing to do with hip hop, but don't get me wrong, we love all genres.
Me too.
There you go.
So
that's what I love. Yeah. So let's do it, man.
Let's do it.
We gotta have you again. Thank you, brother.
Peace and love, success.
Much to the love, brother. That is amazing. We definitely give you a shirt and stuff like that, brother.
Peace
Thank
out.
you. So let's, that was success, man. I mean, that's amazing to have him on the show and talk about some stuff and really get things going. But
we're going to keep it going?
Yeah, we're going to keep it going, because I got the female spotlight I was trying to hold up, because I know we got Charlene pulling in another 10 minutes. Dr. Charlene Thomas. That's coming in. But, I might run a track or two on the female side. We're going to start that female segment right now. And let's get into that female segment, with Mia Bell, but I'm going to start running some of the music and really like seeing what females are doing what. This is a young lady from the Philippines.
Okay.
Her name is Marielle. She has a song called Attached to You. She wrote the song, did some incredible, arrangement on it, and like doing her own thing. So, I'm kind of proud of, again, she submitted this song. I figure it had to be about 2.5 weeks ago. But,
so are we going full ladies right now?
Yeah, I'm going to go straight with the ladies right now and start running some stuff and, see what you think. What are you thinking?
I'm excited.
All right. So we're going to get the ladies going, because we had success here. And let's get it going. Attached to You, Marielle. Let's make it happen.
I'm trying to breathe. I feel it in my chest. Look at all this stress. Got a hold on me. Trying to forget, but it keeps running back like a song on repeat. I don't wanna be the one only. Must have put a spell up on me. Had to put my guard up, so I won't. Try to pull up on you when I know you don't hit me back.
Ladies, get them
on. Hit me back. I don't.
Here comes Mia Bell thing.
Give up with you when I feel there's no strings attached.
They killed us last week.
And when it's all gone, she ain't gon' love you the way that I do. Take it or leave it, yeah, that is all you. Don't have to call me back. I'm just so done with that. I can't get too attached to you. You have me overthinking, wanna be all over you. And I can't get too close to you, 'cause now you act like I ain't good enough. You, what you really tryna do?
All right. Hey, You sure you ain't write that?
No. I'm being honest. I swear on everything. I got nothing to do with that. I did a ghostwriting for a lot of people, but she ripped that down, and I that's what I love. I'm being real. I have zero. I've 2.5 weeks listening to this girl. Like, I'm big on it. She sent it in. She submitted it. If you look at the credits, you see, I might have walked in the room, said hello,
Right.
That's her melodies. That's her, the production, coming up with ideas, and her producers.
She
they
sounds
do nothing.
great. I love
Thank
it.
you. You leaderboard.
Come on,
You made
leaderboard.
the leaderboard. Look at that, girl. The first
The ladies
record,
don't stop. It's just
first record I played, go right into this. Yeah, let's get it. Gang. You know what I mean? And I'm like, damn, I didn't even get a chance. But look, we're gonna keep it going. I got Lavish K. That girl, she has a song called Been Ballin'. Let's see what she's doing. I think it's more of a hip hop version, but we're gonna see what it is. Here we go.
I don't do this often, I don't fuck with talking, that's why I be silent. These niggas be talking a lot, that's why they in conference, that's why I be watching it plot. This new shit, all that I got me a bitch, I don't fuck with thoughts. Gon' throw to this song, say put this shit on, I need you to throw in the thong. Hair, the nails, don't throw some. She know that she fine, she know she don't want no way that it value, a thing it's a gun. She know I like chocolate, she bring in the front. Little titty bitch, little needy bitch, gotta put this shit on, gotta flee your shit, little greedy bitch. She blingin' no diamonds, my phone is on silent, I don't fuck with vouchers, but using it if that shit need do. She said, baby, yeah, you do not need to. Baby, sit back and watch what that squeeze do. She said, baby, yeah, you know I'ma please you. You know I be chillin', don't think I'm a villain. The way I be moving, no feelings was selling. I'm hot at the ceiling, the way I got ice on my TV, would think I be grilling. I'm fine, keep shaking, you might get a payment. She know I got cake, I don't even be begging. You heard what I'm saying, don't need to be playing. She know I'ma make it, don't even do fake. You bag, you all on my case. Slim thick, it's all in the waist. So damn fine, gotta look at her face. Only like paper, only thing I'ma chase, bitch.
What?
Keep going, babe. Keep going, babe.
Who is that? And where is she from?
What? I'm not sure where she's from. She submitted this song about a week ago, and I felt that as you know, we figuring out what they grabbing for us on the leaderboard. But her name is Lavish K.
Okay.
She says she been balling. And I get it. I feel like if you ballin', you ballin'. I get it.
All right, girl.
Yeah, I'm not. For me, I'm not mad at it. I just didn't hear anything so creative in it, but I'm not mad at it. You know, because sometimes you go to different cities and that's like, what you talking about? This is popping right here.
And that's what they're into.
And that's what they into. I love that you said that. So I wasn't, it didn't like throw me, but it did what it supposed to do.
Right.
You know
we
what I mean?
haven't heard any female hip hop artists, I feel.
Right. So
It's
this is
all
why I'm
been
doing
R&B
it.
and alternative.
Yeah. So I feel like sometimes, your ears get married to a sound, especially we were in here listening to a lot of, alternative music, different things. So when it brings you back to like, I don't know, that felt like a B City song to me where they coming out on Friday nights. They live for Friday and they coming out on the weekend and they just doing their thing. Yeah. That happened a lot to me when I was in Dallas. Like, and I remember running back in the days when I was my promoter days and I was taking Jeezy out everywhere. Shout out to Ujama Talent Agency that allowed me to book a lot of artists up and coming, the Ludacris's and the Lil Wayne's and Where My White Tees? Remember that shirt? I don't remember that. I remember booking him. Lil Wayne canceled the show one day on me, and last minute, and I remember we out there, we already sold tickets. We were like, "What the hell we gonna do?" Lil Wayne said he didn't make the plane, and we called up, "Where my white tees?" It was I forgot. It was a 3-man group with white T-shirts on and a girl. I think.
Yep, the big ones.
Yeah. And we ended up putting them on and they did a hell of a job. I mean, they had that one song, Wear My White Tees, but it just worked out. They weren't too mad that Lil Wayne wasn't there. And he didn't have Lollipop yet.
Right.
He didn't have like drop all of that crazy, when that crazy tour, the I Am tour went out. But it was like, forget about it. And I remember running with that. So those type of songs is where I listen to and I'll be like, yeah, you can't, it is what it is. I mean, that's not a leaderboard worthy in my opinion.
I feel you. And I respect your opinion.
So we're going to keep going.
Yes.
Here's Bonnie got her Clyde. So let's see what this is about before.
Ain't no way I'm showing that I'm bowing out. Standing strong, keep it going with a pretty mouth. Money long, I'm rich, I don't see no drought. When the tough get going, still ride it out. Ain't no way I'm showing that I'm bowing out. Standing strong, keep it going with a pretty mouth. Money long, I'm rich, I don't see no drought. I don't see no drought, it's out the way. Daddy give me what I want it today. A little princess brat, the queen of the lay. Made for a king, we getting paid. Doubling the money, protected with a K. Say less, hit him with a few words these days. What's understood, don't gotta be explained. We're making moves in silence, and then I give him brains. I play real nice, I let him lead the way. Got his front and his back, and we ready to spray. Bonnie got it, glad they gotta move out the way. Turning heads, body, brain, beauty, serving face. Pretty in the Benz, and I know just how to pace. It's a marathon, bitch, not as silly, give me grace. If you think you're rolling up, better pump your brakes. Brutally awakened, cause we lit up the place. When the tough get going, still ride it out. Ain't no way I'm showing that I'm bowing out. Standing strong, keep it going with a pretty mouth. Money long, I'm rich, I don't see no drought. When the tough get going, still ride it out. Ain't no way I'm showing that I'm bowing out. Standing strong, keep it going with a pretty mouth. Money long, I'm rich, I don't see no.
For me, I feel like been there, done that. You know what I mean? And that was another B City song for me, or C City, where you come across and you're like, been there, done that, write it out. And it's like, there was a time for that. There was a time for that type of sound and that type of, for me, you know what I mean? And I lived in that era. So I felt like for what's going on now, I think like, and especially with this Gen Z, as you talked about it earlier, it's important that the feel is there and the creative end of it is there. You know, it's not like just, give me something.
Right.
So I'm not saying, like, don't get me wrong, you go down south or you go somewhere and they playing that in the middle of the country, okay, but I mean, if you're gonna like try to be on the leaderboard and get $250 or or something, not being funny. Maybe, half of these people, I'm balling out, I'm this, I'm that, and they don't need my $250, you know what I'm saying? Right. But it's really not about that. We're on this show to, appreciate what you're doing.
Of course.
And if you come with something hot, we're listening, you know what I mean? And if it works, but let me go into no. I
don't think it was bad. Needs work for sure. Needs work.
It needs work.
Yes, needs work. Yeah. Vocal range, all of it needs work, but the enthusiasm and the energy is there.
Yeah, I have a song that we picked called "Internal Failure."
Okay.
And I definitely want to hear that. I'm starting to look at my phone. People calling us. Noah Miley, "Eternal Failure." Let's see what we got here.
Are you a deer or a snake? Ooh. I swear I don't know what's the answer. With headlights you couldn't see any better. Mister.
I want this on my phone.
Make me sit up.
'Cause you broke my heart in 5th grade. Now's the cold that worked for the blood in your veins. The same I feel when your eyes start staring right at me. I was so obsessed. I've died for you 1,000 times, but you never noticed. I had to get you. I said I never understand what I felt for you. Too young to love. Just try to tell you I will always want your heart. It could have been, yes I don't love. At first sight is real. You remain my eternal failure. Eternal failure.
She's like,
sometimes
she on that girly right now.
That's how it got me feeling. I love it. Leaderboard.
Noah Miley.
And send it to me.
Leaderboard. And she said send it to her.
Yeah, because I want to listen to it on the way home.
See, guys, we got to get her to say, send that to me. I think that's a new saying right there. If she want to listen to that on the way home, and her ride is long way home. Like, she's not coming from, like, down the block. She's coming from, but I love that. Like,
Send that to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna send that. You know,
for me, what makes the leaderboard should be something I would want on my playlist. You know?
That makes sense, especially for the all female segment. You want to make that playlist, you need to give us something. You know what I mean? And I'm glad you like that. So there's another song called "Paint My Face." Okay. Side Girl Lex. Paint My Face. Before I play that, I want to look. I'm looking at it here on the chat. It's saying like, "Let's go." How do I get featured? Okay, how do I get featured? I mean, it's all submitting. Go to the DocKnowsMusic.com page. All right, and you can look at the categories that we have for opportunities. So if you say, "I want to get my song on," because some people, I know this may sound funny, they will put it in like, "Yo, I'm putting this in for the 16 Bars movie," and I'm like, that belongs on the playlist.
Right.
So, you know, and it might not be a sound. That's the greatness about opportunities here. We are given opportunities where you might plug in and say, this is where I believe my song should be. And we say, no, this is where it has its best opportunity. Mm-hmm. So I'm kind of big on that. So like, yeah, if you want to get featured on the show or you know, just drop it in. Don't get me wrong. Try to drop it in the best category you believe it should be in. However, that may change. A lot of the songs that we grab are coming from different opportunities that it was presented for.
Right.
And if that is the case, you know what I mean? And there's another thing here. Let me see. It says, does DKM accept all genres? Yes. The Doc Knows Music Show is all about genres.
Yes.
If you looked at episode 1, you saw what we did. And it was good music. It was like Mia Bell bouncing all around in here, like, that's it. Where'd you get that? And it was like some of the stuff she picked, some of the stuff I picked. It didn't matter. It's like the genres of music change accordingly to what works. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, does it move you? You know, we had Max B. Max B was on the show.
Yep.
Last week, he was on the show talking about who you listen to. He said Taylor Swift.
He's a Swiftie.
He said he's a Swiftie.
Yeah.
And that was like a statement. I was like, wow, you talking about, and I ain't saying he's no thug. He's a talented dude. He had dealt with Kanye West and the best of them.
Yeah.
But when you look at that, him, like, you would never expect him to say he's a Swiftie. Mm-hmm. That was amazing. Like, he knew the terminology. He could break down what songs he liked, you know, and things that he's into that motivates him to do what he does.
Right.
You know, so when I see stuff like that, when people say, like, you know, what they say in here on the chat, you know, do we accept all genres? Of course. If you listen to our first thing, you would see that we basically, you know, this is what we do.
Yeah.
You know, we listen to any music that's out there that makes sense. So I'm going to keep it going. We got a song called Paint My Face, Sad Girl Lex. Let's do it.
Did you have to run?
It says, let's go. Let's go, Sad Girl Lex.
Did you know my heart would break?
Paint my face.
Did you fight it out in space?
And this is a different genre. You see what I'm talking about?
My smile on my face. Baby, you're gone and I still feel the pain. The daylight's breaking, but it's time to get ready for the day. The sun is shining bright, I still feel the rain.
You see what I'm saying?
I'm into it.
Oh my God.
My face. I still feel you in every move I make. I wake up every morning, but it's not the same.
See, I can move to it. I already know what you're going to do.
Time to go and paint my face. Late at night, baby, and it's so hard to breathe. This can't be life, baby. I still see you in my dreams. Sky like a night, baby. You know you got what I need. Can't be replaced. Now I paint my smile on my face. Baby, you're gone and I still.
Wow.
Leaderboard.
Okay, that's what I mean. That's leaderboard right there. I mean, like, that's what I'm talking about. You know, like, wow. Oh, Dr. Charlene. Thomas is here. I've got to bring her in a minute. But, back to the, hold on. I don't want to get away from Sad Girl X. Leaderboard.
Yes.
And, but I'm happy to announce that she's here. Oh, my God. It's Dr. Charlene Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
She's a veteran music industry exec, currently serving as the Senior Vice President of Marketing at Def Jam.
Mm-hmm.
She is a cultural architect. Oh, my God. She played a critical role in bringing creative visions to life for major artists. I mean, she's going to talk about those major artists she brought to life. I mean, I know a few of them: Kanye West, LL Cool J, 2 Chainz.
Yep.
I mean, she's brought a couple of people to the table the creative vision behind that. And then I just seen her getting a hell of a promotion.
Yeah, she's still working very hard and representing for the ladies.
And now she's like the global creative marketing genius behind those artists that you see. And that's what's important. I mean, I'm glad that she stopped by. I may run a song or two back for her so this way she can say, hey, let me hear what you got. Oh
my gosh, she's here.
Oh my God, she pulled up.
Looking real
Watch
good
out.
too.
I gotta stand up. I gotta stand up for the Dr. Charlene Thomas.
Of course we do.
Let's give it up for Charlene Thomas. I had to get away from the mic.
Please come on in.
Come on in. We gotta let you sit down. Oh my God. She came in. Look at this look. Oh my God. Sorry. I gotta get to her first. How you feeling? Wow.
Please have a seat right over here.
Yeah, you get some headphones on. We gotta hook her up. Hook the doctor up. We gotta hook the doctor
fly as ever.
Always. I remember one day. I gotta go right into it before we get into some questions. But I remember one day being at the Knicks game.
Tell the story.
And I was supposed to. I had some custom sneakers waiting for her, and she was like, and I never thought I was gonna run into her. She was with a friend. I was like, yo, I better buy every drink in the house tonight for her and her friend. Cause she was like, I don't care where you sit in VIP, I don't care. She sitting in VIP too. And I didn't have her sneakers, but I had them the next week. That was amazing. But we are so honored to have you here. I said we had to introduce you on, on the level you're on. I said we can't be calling you Miss Charlene or something. We got to call you Dr. Thomas. She earned that title. Some of the things that you've done, I was explaining the visionary strategies you had behind people like 2 Chainz and Kanye West and
we had to take it back. My start is Wu-Tang, and I have to say that now because rest in peace.
To power.
Wow. That hits hard. They were my start, my first group I worked with in the music industry. And
a super group at that. We would love to hear your journey and where you started. We're going to get right into it. Because Wu-Tang is, a phenomenon and really set the standard in, this space that we call hip hop and universally. I went to, their last show.
Wow.
And when I tell you that crowd.
It's different.
Yeah. Okay, Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to mess with at all. So please give us the 411 on everything from when you started.
I started interning at a recording studio, actually, Firehouse Recording Studio, by way of a friend of mine that was a female rapper. Her name is Marcella Precise.
Okay.
She invited me to a studio session, and just watching how music was created was my inspiration that night. And I asked the engineer, I was like, how many females do this? And he said, nah, it's not. I don't even know any.
Wow.
And I was like, yeah, I want to do that. So I started interning, learning how to engineer. And that was reel to reels. It wasn't digital like it is today.
Right. Completely
2-inch
different
reel.
era.
Yes.
Yeah, I get it.
And then I had another friend who was closely associated with Video Music Box. Her name is Leisha. I have to give all of these people, I have to give all these people their flowers because they help, get me on my start. And also the takeaway from all that is networking. We in entertainment, but this is the relationship business before the entertainment business. Yeah. So it's definitely always networking. Yeah. And I met Ralph and was doing special promotions, so like all of the artists and shows that he was doing from here to like Virginia at the Arc, and then he had a radio show on WNWK and needed an engineer, so one thing played into the other, so now I'm engineering his radio show with him and Mike Burrell. And
Mike, shout out to Mike. I haven't seen him in a while. I got to get him on the show.
Yeah,
Mike Burrell.
Yeah, we're naming all the legends.
Legends. And being outside again, that networking. I was partying or like making sure I was in the right spots from Sunday to Saturday at the Tunnel. I met a guy named Charlene Thomas, and he would just see me, and one day he was like, "What do? You just get in here for free?" And I was like, because I had learned at an earlier time, if you need to be in somewhere, act like you're supposed to be in there.
Come on.
Wow.
And he was like, come up for an interview at this label, and it just so happened to be Loud. And the criteria then to work at a record company was you had to be instrumental in radio, retail, or at the clubs. Okay. Radio, because, it was at that time, college radio was a very instrumental part of it. Our records were only being played at night. You weren't really hearing too many rap records during the daytime.
This is when hip hop was just breaking.
Yeah, really. Just breaking. So that was the importance of like, did you have some kind of affiliation at radio? Now retail, before we Illuminate and Billboard charts, it was SoundScan, and it was very hard to calculate how many records were being sold from mom and pop. So like at your Jamaica Coliseum, that's,
Farewell,
sadly Farewell. That was instrumental. Your Hot Waxes, your Beach Streets, all of those places. So, it was hard to get the numbers from those places on how much we were buying. Right. The community and buying our culture. So did you work at one of those places so that, you were contributing to sales? Or lifestyle, which was clubs.
Yeah, were you outside?
Were you outside? Were you instrumental in a DJ playing a record, breaking a record? Or did you work at a club where you can have a performance of a DMX in a tunnel or something like that? So these were the criterias of how they were hiring people back then. And I happen to check two boxes, right? Oh, wow. I'm on radio, so I could play your record. And that also, now I have the In-Air Video Music box, which was, before Yo MTV Raps, was the way we watched our long-form visuals, right? Long-form content.
Yeah.
So I went to Loud for my interview, got hired. I was doing national street promotions and collecting all of this data. So this is the early stages of data, which was like pen and everything. Oh, yeah. Calling the street teams. Steve Rifkin coined the term street marketing and street team. So it's calling all, being responsible for a national network across the country. And I started there, and then I was the 5th employee in the New York office, and Wu-Tang was my first group. Wu-Tang and
Wow, that's
so
amazing.
I was METHOD Man was just starting, and I was with them from that whole journey.
Wow,
So Power and the guys were it was family. We were all very close knit. Going up and down the East Coast, kind of, making our stance. Back then, we those 500,000 or 1 million records for artists to go gold and platinum. We sold those numbers. Wow. We sold 500,000. Yeah. We sold 1 million. And like I said, it wasn't digital. It was true legwork. Analog. And they might even sold more because, like I said, there wasn't really no true accounting system for the mom and pop stores.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that's why it's still around to this day.
You look at Wu-Tang, the symbol and the logo. I see it on like shows on CBS, FBI. It's a cultural phenomenon. It was the first group that had a record deal at one label and the members had deals at another label. You know, it was a true vision of RZA. So
wow, yeah,
amazing.
I remember those days because I was signed to Jocelyn Cooper back then at the Polygram Universal, and she gave me a shot. I remember I was a bike messenger riding around New York, and I was working the analog circuit, cutting 2-inch reels. Quarter-inch reels, but working the Studer 24/8. That you're right in that era, that analog era. I was recall running and really trying to find a way to get on DJing, doing anything that I could do. And shout out to Jocelyn Cooper. She gave me that shot. I think she's she's the founder of, co-founder of Afropunk.
Right.
And she moved on from there, which is it's always been, like I always tell you, there's always been a woman who gave me a shot. You know, even Dr. Charlene Thomas came in there. I'm gonna bring LL in here, and you better make sure you do your job. And I'm just opening up the studio like saying, "This better be right."
Invite only during the pandemic, you know, was the only outlet we had to do a lot of things. So I have to thank Invite Only.
Oh God, thank you. Yeah,
it was our WeWork space basically. So
because the work did not stop.
The work did not stop. We had to figure it out. The pandemic just made you figure out other ways to get to people to consume music.
Yeah,
it's so funny because I guess I was trained as a kid growing up in an urban neighborhood, like to find a way. You know what I mean? Like we had to figure it out. And it's funny that you speak on that because your journey is like, we got to find a way. We're going to just go to this small, I'm like the mom and pop shop studio at the time, during that, because there was much bigger studios than this, prior. And going into the pandemic, you have, and shout out to those studios, Platinum and all of those, all of those studios, I take nothing from. I just wanted to build something unique. So I was happy when Charlene came in and said, "Okay, y'all got a little basketball shoot around, and you got a cyclorama wall. All right, that's a little different for what it sound like, So I was happy to have the SSL in there and the duality, and we tried out the Ravens E3, and we went to get the speakers out in LA. Pat and I, we ran out to shout out to King Patrick. We ran out to LA at the time and went to that studio that Michael Jackson recorded Thriller in. And heard those ocean waves, and I was like, nobody got those in New York. I didn't want to come back. No disrespect to Osbergers and nothing, but that sound we were looking for, that real true sound. And I was like, damn, I hope Dr. Charlene don't like these. And I remember her bringing LL. He brought a turntable in and put it inside the vocal booth, and he was playing. And he was like, all right, they get the nod. And he came back again, and I knew it was on. Then she brought in 2 Chainz. She started bringing everybody in. I was like, oh my God. And really shout out to her, because really not by default, but out of love, she kept us alive during during the pandemic, with being able to make some money, because nobody was making money, and we didn't do a PPP loan at that time. We were trying to figure out. Shout out to Cole Anthony. I did his secret draft party here, when you wasn't supposed to be outside. And, I remember reaching out to Obi Toppin, because I was going to do a party for him, because they graduated in that, in that draft.
Right.
And I was just trying to do it, and it was kind of cool. And we just kept going from there. But I would love to, if you have a sec, I would love to get your opinion on some of these indies, that female indies we play, because we were into it, and we, obviously waiting for you, but I'm going to run some of them back.
Yes,
and I would like to see your opinion, because we like some of them. But here's an Internal Failure by Noah Miley. I want to run that.
Well, I want to make sure that if people go and rest in peace also Irv Gotti, because he's an instrumental in Def Jam's legacy, right? But the other piece to it is there's some content that he put out about music and as an A&R and listening to how you determine records.
Right.
So everybody should go listen to that.
Right.
That's why I'm bringing that up.
Right. Okay. I love that. Yeah. That's really what it's about. That's why I love this show, because it gives indies a shot. It doesn't mean everything that we play. We've been like, we've been at a good, according to Mia Bell, we've been at a good pace of like different genres of music on this show, but and it's been winning. But so far, we play some indie cool stuff. But this is Internal Failure.
Let's go.
All right, let's do it. Noah Miley. Here we go.
Are you a deer or a snake? I swear I don't know what's the answer. With headlights you couldn't see any better, mister, oh how you've changed. Cause you broke my heart in 5th grade. Now's the cold that worked for the blood in your veins. The same I feel when your eyes start staring right at me. How was I so obsessed? I've died for you 1,000 times, but you never noticed. I ever get you? Should I say you never understand what I felt for you? Too young to love, too shy to tell you. I will always want your help. It could have been, yes I don't love. At first sight is real. You remain my eternal failure. Eternal failure. Sometimes I think.
The song is called Internal Failures?
Yeah, Internal Failures.
That gets a thumbs up. I like that. It grabbed me in the first few seconds.
Oh, you better do it. Okay. We approved of that before she came. So we all on the same page with that one.
We have to check the temperature.
We got to check the temperature. If the doctor like it, that's a good thing for you. We're going to run this attached to you.
They are just equally the same music professionals. It's not just me.
If she likes it, I'm so happy because women make the decisions. I told you in this music business, I brought that up.
Absolutely.
If you don't have women fans, you ain't a star, period. I don't care. You could be a comedian, artist, actor. If women don't love you, then no one's going to the movies, no one's going to concert, because the guys ain't going there because the women ain't making them bring them. Right. So you got to pay attention when they say they love this song. I'm big on that because my mother raised me.
How do you think your musical ear as a woman in this field has really pushed the lever on everything that you've been able to do in music? Like, what specifically the magic that you brought to it that nobody else could have done? Because we are celebrating Women's History Month. You brought
celebrating you too, Queen. It's not just even. There's no specific record or sound that gets me inspired or energized to do my job. I approach every project the same way.
Okay.
I like to get to know my artist, go to the studio or sit with their music, listen to it on my phone, in the computer, in the car.
Yep.
The car is a big difference in listening to music. And try to understand. I have them talk to me about the vision when they were creating the music so I could get into their mind and their world. And then it helps me to get in my world to then become creative and come up with the ideas, because I try my hardest to not make every rollout the same and everything unique to that specific artist. So the less information you give me or the less you allow me to come into your world then it's going to diminish my creativity.
Right.
So I give everybody a fair chance.
Wow.
Yeah. So when people
that.
ask me what's my favorite artist, I don't have one. I approach every project the same.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. So you heard it. Okay, we're going to go to Attached to You. Marielle out of the Philippines.
Okay.
Let's hear what you got.
Let's go, Marielle.
I feel it in my chest, forget all this stress, got a hold on me. Trying to forget, but it keeps running back like a song repeat. I don't wanna be the one only. Used to put a spell up on me. Had to put my pride up, so I won't. Try to pull up on you when I know you don't hit me back. Won't hit me back, 'cause I don't wanna get involved with you when I feel there's no strings attached. No strings attached. And when it's all gone, she ain't gon' love you the way that I do. Take it and leave it, yeah, that is all you I'm just so done with that. Done with that. I can't get too attached to you. I just want you have me overthink. You wanna be all over you. I can't get too close to you, 'cause now you act like I ain't good enough. You, what you really tryna do?
So she's from the Philippines?
She's from the Philippines, Marielle. Young lady, she's
y'all are 2 for 2 right now. The music sounds good, right?
Okay, yeah, you gotta tell me that. Let me interview y'all. What's the process in getting these records?
You basically, we have a process of where you go to the darknosemusic.com and you submit your music, and it's a site to really just help indies. So you go in there, we have a lot of opportunities because we do sync licensing deals. Right now, currently, our leader is the 16 Bars movie I did a few years ago that we're actually bringing forward now. And it's given indie artists an opportunity to share in the soundtrack, the score,
right?
You know, and normally, you know how you're going through the paperwork when you're dealing with a major label, so we don't have to do that with indies, and they're allowed to share their craft and work on their craft and their creativity. So we're offering that. That's one of the things we offer. And then this is the Hot 10 leaderboard that you're listening to. So when you approve of a song, Doctor, it's like, oh, wow, they get a chance to win $250 every week. And if they finish first in the leaderboard, and we already, you know, it looked like the women been leading since
other people get
week.
to log on, they get to vote.
They get to vote.
They get great feedback.
Yeah. I mean, it's just loaded with information, and, you know, people like yourself that come on the show and judge, not judge, educate them on what they should be doing. And if it's good, clap it up. You know, and if it's not, hey, this is what you should have did with that. You know, like, take your craft serious, because everybody doesn't have that gift. You know what I mean? If you, I give kudos to those who are like, we've heard terrible music, and, you know, but we're not about like a joke podcast or live stream that would be on here like making fun of them, you know, really just educating them. So that's what the Doc Knows Music, the show, is about. It's about like giving artists opportunities, win some money, win a t-shirt, win a, you know, apparel. I'm giving away gas cards. I'm giving away Starbucks gift certificates. I'm giving away, I remember on the show prior to this, we gave away an 80-inch TV, you know, just like,
acknowledging folks for
acknowledging
their music,
people,
you know?
and giving them opportunity, and we're getting different brands. Shout out to Arteria. I think they want to come in now and start giving away keyboards to artists, and also plugins and things like that we're in the middle of negotiating with them right now. And this is a brand new show. This is the second episode, so to have somebody of your level and caliber on here is an honor, because, you know, I called Dr. Charlene the last minute. I was like, oh my God. And I was amazed, because she even thought of me. I got to bring it up. Last week, she had at the All-Star with Kenny Smith, and she had every star in the building, and she said, Doc, come on out. And I was like, oh my God, like, just the fact of her thinking of me, you know, and I was doing my best. Shout out to Tracy Morgan, who still owe us. I was like, I'm bringing Tracy. She said, oh my God. And then the next breath, Tracy was like, oh man, I got a show. And I didn't even want to hit Dr. Charlene back. I was like, oh my God, I just told her I was bringing Tracy Morgan.
It's going to happen.
It always goes full circle, because anybody, it reminds me of this, in this studio, I wish to have in, they showed up. You know, just the other day we had A$AP Rocky, and he pulled in, and it was so nice of him. And shout out to S. Dot for, you know, introducing me. And it was like out of nowhere, he just popped up, and people that like, even LL, I was in awe. Like, what? You know, like,
I'm only hearing this now. He didn't do all of this when
wow.
So I didn't know this. I'm just like, I can't. I just need to book this, whatever. They did it.
No,
this whole energy, he didn't give me this. Wow, so I didn't know this.
I was so
open your heart up, man.
No, because I didn't have this. You know, I didn't have. Again, here I am coming, and I repeat this all the time. That's why I thank God I come from being a bike messenger in New York City. I delivered to all of these buildings with a dream, just like every urban kid in the neighborhood. I grew up 2 blocks from here in the projects. Like, you know, to hear.
They're not
like,
projects when they Manhattan.
Right. Okay.
Like, stop
but
that.
you know, like, I look at like, wow, that's why I'm so like things I wanted to do in life, like get my PhD, like what? Like get a doctor's,
for real.
get like those things. Like I never went to college. I don't even have a GED. I didn't finish the 11th grade. I rode a bike because at the time my mom that
Did
takes
through
me
it.
somewhere.
Did through it. It's all right.
She was on her bed trying to figure out how to like pay the rent for 3 of us. And it was like, I don't even want to make that like a scene in this drama show, but my mom was my superhero.
Yeah.
You know,
It's okay.
she raised me, man, and I was the youngest in the family. And to be like, have the studio, you know, talking to you, having you on board, you know, that's like, I don't mean to be acting like no crybaby here, you know, 6'2", 250 pounds, but like my mom is my superhero, man. Like,
amen.
And this is why you celebrate women,
you know,
the way
and
that you do.
so when I see a person, you know, like y'all that have done it and have done your journey, here's my journey, you know, like, wow, like, yeah, it was big for me to see Elle. It was big for me to see the people you brought in here, you know what I'm saying, and walk through this door that I never would have seen Friday. You know what I mean? Like Friday met Edgar here. You know, I introduced Edgar to Friday. You know what I mean? Like those girls we had last week, Bay and Rose, they worked like with kids and they got 2 Grammys for Chris Brown. Like to me, introducing them to these people, to see these people grow from what I was a nobody, you know, so
we celebrated
that's the
DMX
tears of celebration, you know, of feeling.
so many
it's like
legends.
happy tears. It's not sad. It's like, that's why I'm like pro women. I like this show with all females and really, I think my calling now, after, you know, being a co-founder of the studio, is help people, you know, and get people on the show. And I find it as a blessing for like me to call you less than 24 hours and you show up. And, you know, maybe to you that's small, but to me,
Doc, come on, you know,
that's everything.
That's
You
love.
know what I mean? Like people showing up, and I don't mean to get too sensitive about that, but again, that's why I look at every indie, every female that I know they have to take 2 steps for every one we take in the music business. I'm here to help and help promote you and get your music across, and just don't be a podcast looking to gain anything from you, but really put you out there in the scene and let you be seen. And, you know, that's why it's an honor to have y'all on here, you know, and I get real teary-eyed with that. And I had a moment, yes, because I'm not afraid to have a moment because I come from nothing into something, and I made myself something. I wasn't a statistic. I was realistic, you know, and I made things happen, and I'm proud of that.
And you're still doing
right. It didn't take, you know, me to have certain things. And yeah, I'm even at my age, I'm still figuring it out. I remember on the last show, I was talking about learning what love was, because a girl tell a guy, I love you, and the guy go, I love you back. He don't know what that means, you know. And I said, man, my mother taught me what that means.
And that's what we're celebrating.
Yeah, so I'm happy to say that. I don't mean to be on this show, you know, teary-eyed and stuff, but it's like, it's special to me to be doing this. You know, this is like a new calling for me to be doing this. It's the 2nd episode I'm already breaking down, but
come on,
it's part of it. I want y'all to know, all you indies, all the guys out there, the females out there, we here to help, you know, and if you go to docknowsmusic.com, we offer those, you know, those things. I mean, like my team, we did Starbucks, we did Kohl's, we did Chase Bank. I mean, there's so many things we've done, you know, when you pop on music on TV, we own the original music for a lot of things, and that's just pure God-given creativity. And this team here, we've been doing that, and we're sharing that with these indies. So, you know, shout out to them, you know, sending us music. I was just telling Mia Bell, she was like, how many submittals we got for 16 bars? We got like 17,000. You know, almost 20,000. I think now we're at 20,000 submittals. It's like, how do we listen to all these songs and people presenting them? But it's like, wow, look what we're accomplishing now. Like, we people are believing in what we're doing. You know, it's a podcast with opportunities. It's a live stream with opportunities, and that's what we're offering. So I'm happy to have you, and I'm so happy you're on the show. But
Thank you.
You know, I'm glad we were 2 for 2. If I could play you one more.
Yeah, let's go. One more. 2 for 2.
Okay,
Make it great, Doc. Come on.
I did Sad Girl Lex yet? Paint My Face.
Oh, yeah. Did you play that for
I don't
me?
know. Did I play that?
Did.
All right, let me see. Let me see. Yeah, I had a little feel.
Yep.
Did you have to run away?
Yeah.
Did you know my heart would break? Did you fight it out in space? Now I paint my smile on my face. Baby, you're gone and I still feel the pain. The daylight's breaking, but it's time to get ready for the day. The sun is shining bright, I still feel the rain. Time to go and paint my face. I still feel you in every move I make. I wake up every morning, but it's not the same. My heart stops beating when I hear your name. Time to go and paint my face. Late night, baby, and it's so hard to breathe. This can't be life, baby. I still see you in my dreams. Cut like a knife, baby. You know you got what I need. Can't be replaced. Now I paint my smile on my face. Baby, you're gone and I still.
Okay.
Paint My Face.
What do you
Sad
think?
Girl Lex.
It's good.
Okay.
But I think I need to hear some more going on in the music. Like the beat should have dropped down at one point. Like I feel like it could have got a little bit more energetic for me. But it's good.
Can I play you one more with Stand You Forever?
Let's hear
Okay,
it.
let's go.
Let's hear that.
So I'm not saying that wasn't good. It's good. Just a little bit more in the.
A little bit more.
Some more umph.
Okay,
Yeah, a little bit more umph. Like give me.
All right, give me a little more.
Because
Yeah.
if it sounded like it was getting there,
Right.
but it didn't.
Oh,
get
yeah,
there.
you didn't get there.
Like it
All
needed.
right. You didn't get there, but you got something. Here we go. Let me see. Stand You Forever.
On the wall by my bed, sleeping next to me. But when I snap back, wake up from the dream, then he's just dead to me. Close my eyes, fantasize that he's close, yet he's so far away. I bet he'd like me, I may never know. Oh, I'd do anything. I'll be where he will be. Follow, chase him, get keeps falling on my phone screen. That's my baby.
It's a little feel.
I will say, you guys got some good submissions.
Oh yeah, there's
Four of them.
there is so many submissions we get. It's like unbelievable. It's like squeezing them into one show is like impossible. I know there's like, we don't want to be that long dragged out 3-hour podcast or 3-hour live stream as to my understanding we going, but we get so many submissions and so many females and so many males and so many great ideas. Sometimes it's a great hook and terrible verse, great verse and terrible pre-hook, so it's like ciphering through the songs, which is cool because we got time before the next, show. So we're like listening to songs, and I think that's amazing. We have a good team that, ciphers through, and we're finding great artists and great opportunities for them. So I love the fact of, the Hot 10 leaderboard, because we give away stuff. And even if you finish in first and you get $250, and then the person that me and Mia Bell believed in, or you might be like, Doc, pray to God we get you on the show again, but you be like, Doc, send her a TV, and we're gonna do that, because that's the thing. We never know what we're gonna give away. It just Sephora cards. We don't know. Like it's a lot of fun, and I think it's good because we give away things for honorable mentions and people, but also equipment that they need. So that's what we're getting into and having discussions with Guitar Center and all of these other places that can give people instruments. We're even going to do, it's funny, we haven't done it yet. We got to add it at some point, but we're doing the comedy series where we're going to have young comedians come in and show your stuff because they're out there, but they, sometimes they can't get in a club or they can't do certain things. We got a poetic challenge where they could come in and kick poetry. I think we're gonna. There was one young lady we were listening to. We're gonna do as a special guest.
Yes,
and she's doing poetry over beats. Amazing. And
all talents are welcome.
It's just like it doesn't matter. So we want to have comedians. We want to have people kicking poetry, and we snapping fingers, or we listen to R&B, and then we listen to that little rock girl on the corner, singing in the train station. So I think that's what makes this show different. We're trying to give back, but also educate, and also get people on board to help these indie artists and hear them out. You might have something, Dr. Charlene, you hear and be like, hey, that thing you played me 2 weeks ago, I heard something for that. Send it to me.
Well, you can send me those 4 again and I'll listen to them. Yes.
That's amazing. She said listening to in the car. So if I send it to her, she's in the car.
So send me those 4 you played tonight.
You heard that? You heard that? So, but anyway, I want to thank you for having you on the show. And so, excuse my little having a moment, but I'm just really happy today to have you on board and have you in here especially. I mean, she's helping me along. It's always a woman. I kid you not. From my mother to you coming, bringing people into her joining the show, it's always that. It's always somebody lifting me up and giving me the opportunity. Yes. So I thank you for being on the show and
I am honored to be here.
Yes.
So let's give it up for Dr. Charlene Thomas.
Thank you.
We are so happy to have you. But
I got that sound effect.
We gotta make it better. But we just starting out episode 2. But we're gonna just keep it going.
I just want to say the doctorate thing too is just for. It's for like everything that you've kind of summated in this conversation. It was my way of showing that this entertainment business, especially for us females, that we take it serious and it is a business. You don't need a PhD to be in the music business, but I took it that serious, and that's my way of showing that what we've all done as women throughout this industry, that it's meaningful and it helps this business thrive to today where it is $1 billion business. So that was my reason of getting my doctorate.
Yes, and that's what I was dying to know. So thank you for saying that, because I wanted to jump in with the last question on your PhD, because I do think it's important, especially for Black women to, explore all avenues when it comes to education, because there was a time when we weren't allowed to pick up a book, So when I do see Black women really take the forefront to that level, I'm inspired, and that's a part of my goals. I have my master's, but the PhD, I'm waiting to see what, pulls me into that.
What's going on
big publishing.
Yes. But I am going to publish my dissertation at some point. I'm gonna get there.
Wow.
We need it. But with that PhD, I do want to know.
That was for us.
Yes.
That was for us.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
When I started in this music business, a lot of these awards and stuff that women are getting now, I'm so grateful to see, because they didn't have them at that time. Mm-hmm. But, it's also from that time, we were just some girls in a room.
Right.
And they either thought you was someone's assistant, or
someone's lady,
someone's lady, or you sleeping with whatever. No, there are a lot of us women, female executives in sports and music and entertainment overall, fashion that we take this serious, and we are moving the needle. And that's why I went and did my education journey, just to show that I took this serious. And there are a lot of us that take it serious.
Wow.
Thank you for taking it as serious as you do. Truly inspired.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
Well,
thank you.
We got to make sure we get her home.
And let's pay attention to the sneakers. So that story he told you in the beginning, I waited a very long time for them sneakers. I'm supposed to be getting my second pair, and it's been years. So, but I come in here and then I see this velvet, whatever you got going on here,
Doc. It's women's
So,
I had
yeah.
these sneakers for 6 years.
Get it right.
I've been probably waiting that long for my second pair.
Listen, I definitely, we got to make sure we put that on the list. I'm going to have Oriana put that on the list. We got to get Charlene a second pair, but we got to, I'm a Virgo too, so I'm like selective. She doesn't know. I didn't want to say it, but the first pair of sneakers we ever did for her was a mess up. And I made up a story. I'm gonna be honest. I'm confessing it on the show. I was like,
a lot of things first. I'm hearing tonight.
I didn't get it. I can't believe they didn't send it yet. No, they sent it,
and it was wrong.
I didn't approve of it. And then they sent the pair that I did agree with, and it was kind of awesome. The gray and black, white ones. I got you.
Yes.
But they took forever to do that. I don't know if it was like the person was drawing it only had one hand. I don't know what was taking so long because they gave me the left sneaker and then give me the right. And it was like, we didn't know what you wanted on the right sneaker. I was like, this is not that difficult. I sent you left to right. So that was another problem she knows nothing about.
Okay.
So I really got killed on that, and especially, but not to make excuses, doing that and trying to make rent. You know, like, so I said, I don't need to mess up no money I'm making from Def Jam.
Right.
And at the same token,
I just want to point out the sneakers that's on the show.
Things are different now. Let's get it right.
I'm just going to point out the sneakers.
But thank you again.
Thank you again. Thanks for having me.
No,
I am truly honored.
Of course. This is amazing.
Let's do that. All right.
Thank you.
All right, so yeah, man, that was incredible, Charlene, man. I mean, like, wow,
amazing.
But you know, that was amazing. But moving along, I added a segment. We added a segment. Let me say, where we're gonna like spotlight art, especially for tonight's all female playlist show. I'm gonna spotlight an artist, and call them. I think that's what's awesome. So we're gonna do a Facebook call with one of the artists, but I want to play the song. She had a song called Side Chick. Her name is Monica.
Okay.
She basically got some songs playing throughout New York here, but she's in Canada, and she flies back and forth to DR. She's Dominican, but she lives in Canada. It's like the strangest story. Like I said, everybody got a story, but here's her song. I want to play it, and then we're gonna give her a call. But here we go, Side Chick.
Ain't looking back, there is no regrets. Ain't checking for you, this I'm sure. Don't even call, don't wanna hear no more. Cause you lied and you schemed and you cheated, it hurt. And you played with my heart, thinking I'm your silly side chick. You call and you say what you want anytime. Boy, you played with my heart, thinking I'm your silly side chick.
Side chick, yeah. So I'm kind of happy that might do the leaderboard. Like I'm not mad at that, but I was figuring it might not hurt to give her a call, and she's not expecting a call, but I'm figuring FaceTime her. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna try to FaceTime.
We heard the record.
Let her know we heard the record, and I think it might be. So let's see how that goes. Let's see how she answered the phone. Are you gonna answer? Oh, it's ringing. It's ringing.
Let's see.
Is she gonna pick up? We hope so. That's wow.
Connecting. Hello. Beautiful.
Hi.
How you doing over there?
How are you?
It's the Doc Knows Music Show.
Oh wow! I'm surprised you're calling me.
Yes, girl. We just heard your record.
Side chick.
Really? Where did you find me?
Yeah, well, you submitted the song, and then
I
it was
did.
I don't know how long ago, but you submitted it, and we heard it. And I'm here with Mia Bell, and I'm like playing the song, and I'm like, let's call her. And she's like, yeah, why not? Why not? And I was like, yeah. So I thought that's kind of fun. Like, we want to, I think with the all-female segment, at least we wanted to start, FaceTime calls with people. But where are you?
Well, right now I'm in Toronto. I actually just got here.
I
I
said
was
you was in
just in
Canada.
DR.
Nice.
Yeah. I was just in DR. I just flew out here. It's cold. I wish I was back out there, but
Well,
I'm
it's
always
snowing
moving
here.
around.
I don't know. We had a
Yeah, it was
snowstorm.
snowing here today, earlier today too.
Yeah. But I mean, well, being from, if you down in DR, that's a night and day. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Especially in January, February, March, that's a whole nother story. But I wanted,
Absolutely.
we wanted to call and acknowledge your song and say, wow, that was amazing hook, amazing delivery, and
Thank you.
Great fun feel to
it's
it
a
too. We
fun
love the
feel.
energy,
Yeah, so the energy for
Thank
it
you,
was
thank
good for
you.
us. So we're happy about that, and especially having an all-female playlist tonight featuring Mia Bell. We thought that it would be great to FaceTime somebody, bring them in, and then we decided on you. So you are the first person we ever FaceTime on our show. I know it's the second episode, but we said let's get you on and how, just to ask a question like what got you into music, like you know what I mean?
Before I even answer that question, how did you even get my number?
Well, we have ways.
That's what I want to know.
We got ways.
Because that's
I got
crazy.
female here. She's gonna find things out.
When we like a song, we will hunt you down. All right, this is the number
Yeah,
one
well, I love
studio
it.
in New York City. I mean, when you do touch back down over here, we'd love to have you come record. This invite-only space is for the elite, so of course we wanted to reach out and just let you know that we appreciate the music, we love it, and we want to hear more about your journey.
Yeah, we want to definitely hear that. Yeah, more about your journey. So what got you into music? Singing, writing,
So to be honest, since I was 3, and my mom says that I've been telling her that I'm an artist. She says that I used to walk down the stairs and say like, "Y ahora viene Mónica," which in English means now Monica's coming. And I was like super animated. And I would tell her like I'm an artist, and then she put me in dance. She put me in singing classes like as soon as I was young.
Wow.
And we used to take trips from Toronto to New York because I have a brother who lives over there. So we used to drive. I was the radio. They would be like, "Can we shut off the radio?" That was me singing the whole time. Yeah, so I've been singing my entire life. And then eventually I started getting into studios, doing like some demos, like remixes to other songs.
Right.
And I was writing really, really young. Like I still have all these binders and books and notebooks of songs I wrote when I was like 6, 7, 8, 9. I have thousands of songs. It's crazy. And eventually I was like, you know what? I need to go to a more professional studio to do something like my own original work, not just remixes. Started doing that. You know how it is when you start out, you're not necessarily doing the best work because you're just learning how to record.
Finding
but you're
you.
doing it.
Finding you. Yeah, we get that part.
Yeah. But I've definitely worked on my craft a lot, like in the last couple of years. I feel like 2025 for me was a year of like resetting, doing myself like all over again, finding myself in vocally, playing more with harmonies, with melodies, all that type of thing. And I feel like my sound has completely evolved, but it's been a lot of work for sure. Like just putting in that work, taking more classes, doing more dance and all of that.
Absolutely.
We're proud of you.
Yeah, we're proud of you.
Thank you.
I heard, I find out from Mia Bell, the radio lady over here.
Yeah.
You have songs playing on the radio in New York. That's what I heard.
Yes,
That's what I heard. Oh, excuse me.
do.
I think I'm all right. Look at that. Well, go ahead. Do you have songs like, are they? I believe they are, right? Playing on the radio in New
They
York?
are. There's Side Chick is on, I think it's 103.5. And then the reggaeton song, which is Tiempo al Tiempo, is actually on like what is it? Let me see. La X 96.5 and 96.5, I think it is. 96.3. 96.3. Yeah.
All right.
So I was super exciting for me when I found out, like, I actually got a call from a friend that I know. She's like, your song's on the radio. And DJ Scenario, who I love him, he's been very supportive of my music. He said, I got this clip of this song playing for you. Like, they're picking your songs up, they're playing them. And these songs are like not even released yet. So it's even more amazing to me.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
So please keep going with the
Yeah,
music.
please keep
Don't
going.
ever stop. Keep perfecting your
Thank
craft.
you.
And I
feel
think
it.
when we, Mia Bell, I think when we do, because we're going to start doing where artists can come in and actually perform. We would love to have you back at some point, perform on
I would love
stage.
to.
We're going to do the stage in front and have several artists that we bring on stage. I'm voting you in to get on that stage.
I
and
would
have
love
some
that.
fun. Yeah,
I would love
think
that. I would
that's
love
going to be a Mia Bell segment I ain't even tell her about, but she's going to do it.
We're on it, girl. All right.
Yeah, I would love that. I would love that.
Side
I would
chick,
love that.
Monica, we love the song, and thank you for
Thank
taking
you.
some time out to pick up the phone because you didn't know who the hell's calling. But we appreciate
Oh, no
that,
problem.
and we'll be in touch on the opportunities that we have. And it was great. We played your song, and everybody loved it, so that's a good thing.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Like, you don't know how much. I'm hoping that you can get me on your radio too.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
I would love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to have it on there too.
We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. But thank you, and we'll see you soon.
All right.
All right.
Peace
Thank
and
you
love,
so
girl.
much. I appreciate you
for
guys.
sure. Oh,
Thank
wow,
you.
that's-
Thank you.
That's
Nice
awesome.
speaking to you
Nice
guys.
speaking to you. All righty. So there we have it. That was kind of cool. I think reaching out to indies and doing it, but that's the closing of the show.
Doc knows music.
Doc knows music. You know what we do. You know how we get it done. We played a lot of great music tonight.
Yes, we
We
did.
had a lot of great special guests. Next week it's gonna really get crazy. I got I got Ron Stewart from Vice President of Warner next week. I got Stefan Arcado from, I believe he's from Warner and 10K. I got Louis Mata from Sony, Columbia.
More special
I
guest
got
artists.
more special guest artists. It's always something special here that we're gonna bring in. We're gonna also capitalize on, bring you up to date on the 16 Bars movie challenge, and let's talk about that a little bit. We'll bring King Patrick back.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do that. Obviously, always the Hot 10 leaderboard, giving away that $250 weekly religiously. So we're gonna do that, and it's kind of awesome. So we're glad. What a great show tonight. Episode 2.
Amazing.
We did what we supposed to do, and we played the song. So thank you for listening tonight, and thank you for the spotlight producer tonight, Finn. He started the show off, so that was kind of amazing. And listen, we always go over. I know back with the executive producers, Don and people, they did it again, 2 hours.
Yes, we
Yeah,
did.
but Don, but Anthony, the producer, this was exciting.
It was.
We did it, but yes, we did. Listen, there's a lot of podcasts that's 3 hours, longer, and I get it, the gigabytes. I get it. But when it's exciting, we had a lot. And this is only episode 2.
Yep. We're here to amplify.
The week
We're
before,
here to
remember
pay it
Honey
forward.
Baby. We have Max B. We getting music execs, opportunities. People want to drive home. The Dr. Charlene want to drive home the music that indies made. Success was in here tonight talking about send me that. Put me in contact with that artist.
Bay and Rose.
Bay and Rose. Oh my God. Bay and Rose. When we do the writers camp, we're going to have Bay and Rose. We're going to have S. Dodd. We're going to have, these people are won Grammys and Grammy nominated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we're going to have a bunch of A&Rs here, a bunch of, Grammy and Grammy nominated producers and writers. This is going to get crazy as we continue, but that's the end of this episode. Thank you for coming out.
Keep submitting your
We got to
music.
go home. DocKnowsMusic.com, Mia Bell, the DOC. Keep submitting your music, like she said, and we're going to keep this show going. Episode 3 next week with those guests we talked about. See ya.
Peace.
We done.